What time is it? Oh, it's Pico time. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Pico 25, the brand new Pico from Eleaf. They've done loads of these. They've done several of these Picos. I got the Pico resin just because I really like the look, and it was one of the first sort of mods to do this budget resin thing. I've also got a Pico squeeze, which is the squonky one. Now this is very popular amongst squonkers as a budget squonk option, pocket friendly squonk option, etc. They now have this, the Pico 25. What on earth is it? It is a brand new version of the Pico, new screen, new board, firmware upgradable, all that stuff. It now can fit, and does fit, 25mm atomizers. If you get it as the kit, it comes with the Ello Tank, which is what this is. A very, very, very nice tank that we will show throughout this video, and we'll come back to at the end. Yes, they've made it so it can fit 25, a wide range of colours. It's now got 2 amp charging, firmware upgradable, goes up to 85 watts. Yeah, big old screen, TC, TCR, all that good stuff. A lot of functionality actually in this little thing, and I'll show you all the different button options when we go down low, which we might as well do now. Alright guys, here we're up close with the iStick Pico 25 kit from Eleaf. This is the packaging. As you can see, there's a range of colours, and I have the black and red. Authenticity there, keep an eye out for that. That's the web address if you want to go find out more. There's a link in the description to that. Taking the lid off here, we are presented with the mod, and this is a spare glass tank, but it's actually a bigger tank. This is if you want to up this from 2mm capacity to 4mm capacity. Pretty cool option that, you know, pretty nice chuck in. Taking the lid off that, what we've got then is spare coil, spare drip tip, a different drip tip, you know, O-rings, charge cable, and all that sort of stuff. The actual coil, that's the dual coil there in there. Very nice, this tank. This is the mod and tank together. If we just pop this off for a moment while we look at the 510. There we go, there's the 510. Let's get a pushy thing, and you can see it's a bit spring loaded. It's a spring loaded 510, and I've had no issues with this 510 at all. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. We'll screw that back on now. It does work. Oh no, let's have a little look at the tank. Let's have a quick look at the tank, and then we'll do that stuff. So this is it. This is the Ello Tank. Now, 510 drip tip, removable, etc. To open it, you can see it says open across here, and at that exact point, you push it and you fill down that hole. Click, and you're back together. That is excellent. Superb. No problems with that at all. Glass tank section here, as I've shown you over there. You use that chimney bit there to extend the tank, and then use that bigger bit of glass if you want to go up to a 4mm. Adjustable airflow, quite generous indeed. You can halve that and still have a really nice vape around the 40 watt mark, which is what I've been doing. Ello written on there, little protruding pin, not great, not massively protruding I should say, but good enough for this setup for sure. And yeah, that's the Ello tank. Pretty standard tank, but very, very good coil heads, very nice flavour, and I really like that fill method as well. So that is that. Now, looking around the mod. Let's have a little tour around the mod. Keeping in true Pico style, this is the top cap. Unscrewing this gives you a little battery like that. So you've got your 18650. One thing of note is to remember, it says minus on the cap here, so you need your minus side at the top. It's probably the opposite to what you'd expect on a normal regulated single 18650 mod, but just something to remember there. Cap goes back on fine, so it's very quick to remove that and put another battery in, or you can charge it. Let's just turn it off for now. Or you can charge it using that micro USB port. Underneath you've got your plus and your minus buttons there. Got a little bit of venting as well. And then you've got your big old fire button up here and just screen. And that's the mod in its entirety. Now, navigating this thing. Let's turn it on. Let's get it right way around. Let's turn it on. Okay, so really nice big display. Much improved on the original. You've got your battery indicator, ohms, wattage, voltage, sorry, and amps. If you don't want to see your amps... What have I done? Oh no, that's sorry. Minus and fire is stealth mode, obviously. Let's turn stealth mode back off. If we go plus and fire while it's on, this is where you can choose. Oh, what's going on here? There you go. This is where you can choose between puff count, amps, time, and back to amps. I do recommend using amps. It's very useful to know what your amp situation is. And 44.5 watts is on there. To get into the actual main menu bit of choice of vape, it's 1, 2, 3. And then you can see you've got your options here. So wattage, temperature, they're your TCR ones. We'll come back to that. Stainless steel, TI, NI, bypass, and back to wattage. One thing I can't be bothered showing you, but I'll tell you about right now, is to adjust the wattage in TC mode. You click it 4 times when you're in TC mode. Otherwise, you're just adjusting your Fahrenheit or your Celsius. But if you want to actually adjust the watts, which you probably will because it starts on like 80 when you first turn it on, yeah, you click it 4 times. What else do you need to know? If you turn it off altogether, there's some functions here as well. So pressing both buttons like that flips the screen, as you can see. If we press minus and fire while it's off, and you've got to hold it for quite a long time, there we go. It tells you your battery level, so the actual level of your battery there. And if you press fire and plus for a long time, this is where you can edit your TCR options there. All the good stuff. So that is that. That is essentially, it'll knock itself off that. But that is essentially the tour of the mod. Let's go back up top and give this some pros and some cons. See you in a sec. Okay guys, so that was the Pico 25 up close. Loads of positives and a couple of negatives as well for this. And I'll get the negatives out of the way now. The fit and finish, the look and feel. I think it was better on the original. I know this is the resin one, but the resin one, you know, it's all nice metal buttons, metal case. It's got sort of a really nice sort of feel to it. The frame on it here, whole being metal, and it's got a nice sturdy feel. This one's much more plasticky, much more plasticky. This is a slight negative. I'm nitpicking, guys, but it just doesn't quite have that deluxe fit and finish. I know it's not an expensive bit of kit, but neither was this, and it had a really professional feel to it. This one just feels a lot more plasticky. I know when I put the picture on Instagram and Facebook, that a lot of people commented on the look. You know, they didn't like this sort of Perspex finish on here. It is available in a range of colours, so do check out the other colours. You might find one more suited to you than the red and black. But yeah, something about this plasticky Perspexy thing. What I hope is they do go on and do the resin version or a leather version, and they do use the the stainless steel or zinc alloy or whatever finish on the on the framing and stuff. That's almost the only real negative. Usually what I would say in these kits, when we get a kit, and you've probably seen me say it 100 times, the tank that comes with it is okay, nothing special. This one's great. This Ello Tank is really, really nice. 44.4 watts, 0.25 the head is reading. Really nice little vape, and the flavour is genuinely tasty. Very, very tasty indeed. Really nice flavour. And there's the extension tank for this as well if you want to up it to 4mm. So it's a good tank. It's a good tank. I really like the top fill, the way it top fills. The coil heads have performed great. I've been using this all the time. So yeah, really, really nice tank. So usually that would be a negative, but it's actually a big positive on this. Really, really like this tank. So yeah, the positives way outstrip the negatives. The positives are vast. Firmware upgradable, lovely big screen. It's got TCR, TC, and all that. One thing I should point out about the TC, when I've been doing it in my tests and up against other mods and things like that, Yeehee boards especially, I've had to bump my temperature up a little bit. The temperature, say, on a Yeehee was about 440, and to get the same vape on here I needed 480. Not a problem, not a problem. Everyone's calculations are different on these things. So I did have to bump it up. But it worked. The TC worked absolutely fine. It's got your TCR, firmware upgradable, really nice board. Power output seems good, because actually on the original Picos, the power output wasn't accurate at all. Again, it didn't really matter. For what it was, it didn't really matter. But it does feel spot on with this one, to be honest. And it fits 25mm atomizers now, which is great. All mods need to go in this direction. What's really impressive about the fitting 25mm is they haven't changed the size really. It's just a bit chubbier, tiny bit chubbier. It's like the original Pico after maybe 1 or 2 burgers. It's really not much bigger. It really isn't. And so they've done really well to keep the size down. Some people don't like this top cap battery thing. I think it works fine. And don't forget you've got 2 amp charging on the mod. That'll be your preference as to if you're happy to do that or not. Whoops. That's I shouldn't really be kicking things down here. But yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So, you know, where can we go with this in terms of overall scoring? I think it's great. I think it's a slight letdown on the looks department. But hopefully they'll do another version with even better looks. And yeah, it's a really, really great mod. It's true to the Pico style, the Pico family range of mods, and it does everything very, very well. And I really like it. I think it's really good. And I am blown away by this tank. I assumed it would just be pretty run-of-the-mill, but it's a very, very nice tank indeed. So a really good kit, very affordable. Check it out. A big fan of the Pico range. Hopefully, in a few months' time, maybe we'll be looking at a Pico 25 that has, you know, the metal or the resin or leather and metal or something like that as well. You know, a deluxe version if you like. But yeah, cool. I think it's cool. I think it's good. From a technical standpoint, there's very little you can fault with it at all. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon. Click all these links. Click the links.